I'm a social worker who teaches social work at the University of Alabama. I begin every class each year telling students that I would like to disclose to them that I have multiple sclerosis and talk to them just a little bit about the illness. And I also tell them that if I've been lecturing for an hour, if I've even been lecturing 45 minutes, and I start to slur my words, that I do not drink alcohol during lunch, that I am not intoxicated, that that's a symptom of MS. I have everything in writing, and I use that just as another exercise and another lesson to social work students that they're going to work with people their whole life if they stay in a servant-based profession that are going to lose the ability to do things they've been able to do. And it's really important to always be aware that there's things that you can do to help people get through these things. It took me a long time having multiple sclerosis to realize that it was very important that I remain physically active. I went through long periods of time when I felt like pushing myself in a wheelchair or just being hot and my legs hurting was plenty enough excuse not to do anything else but just try to live. But I came to know that that was not how I was going to live a long quality life. I realized that to remain healthy and to really maintain my identity completely, that I needed to be as active as I could. I live with a 92-year-old mom, and I have a lot of people who need me for different things. It can get quite appealing to say, no, I can't go back to the gym because this person needs me to do this, this, or this. But what I've learned to do is to have the periods of time when I'm doing exercises in the chair, that has to become a priority. That I have to be absolutely certain those things are scheduled, because if they're not on my schedule every week, I will come up with other very, very worthy things to do. Most of the things that I come up with to do instead of exercise is helping someone else. As a social worker, you know, like I said, I have this calling, and people like me who have been called to do this kind of work are not very good at self-care. But I know now that it's through self-care, and I consider my exercise, I consider my PT and my OT, and just staying involved at all these different levels. I consider that all part of my self-care. Self-care to me is not just taking a nap or going to the beach. Self-care is something that I have to be sure I do every day, and I know that my physical symptoms actually are worse if I miss exercise for any period of time. I've talked to hundreds, I've probably talked to thousands of people with MS over the years, and when I talk to them about exercising, they say I can't do it. And I've always said, yes, you can. You have to choose to do it, and you have to choose a program that works for you.